Taylor, will you take Rick to be your lawfully wedded husband from this day forward? Will you love, honor, and cherish him? Hold him up in good times and bad, in sickness and health, for as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Rick, will you take Taylor to be your lawfully wedded wife from this day forward? Will you love, honor, and cherish her? Hold her up in good times and bad, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Taylor and Rick have decided to write their own vows, which they will say to one another at this time. Rick, you have the floor.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Attention breaker. For the record, this part wasn't written, but when I saw you come out of that door, I don't think I've been more sure of anything in my life. And so, my pretty lady, I first sent you a message on Hinge mere feet from here. I know you hate that it was our beginning, but I love it. The fact that two people from such different places can make one joke about Amanda Bynes and change the course of our lives is the most magical thing I've ever heard. If I had known what was at stake with that opening line, the greatest person I've ever come to know, I would have written many drafts and maybe even checked my punctuation. But in a few keystrokes, I changed my life. I didn't see it at first through the bits, the Texas Christian University of it all, the housewives memes. I couldn't see right away that I was speaking to the most incredible person alive, a hilarious, brilliant goddess of a woman who at 23 had the toughness and grit that I could only aspire to. I couldn't see right off the bat the extent to which you would inspire me, fill me with joy, and make me giggle until I would cry, and all that because of a Moody's Point reference. I'm glad I didn't know. One, because I don't operate tremendously well under pressure, and two, because discovering all that has been the greatest joy of my life. I can't promise tangible things, but I can vow to love you, who you are completely, do whatever I can to help you become whatever you want, and never ever forget that you make the sun rise, because I believe that wholeheartedly. Thank you. I remember when the world seemed like it would always live in the shadows, and now the sun shines through, and the only difference is you, pretty lady. If I could last in the moon for you, I would. And while I'll try, in the meantime, I'll set to being a true partner, one who lifts you up and gives you back scratches, back cracks, and I assume as we get older, various other back stretches and physical therapy.
Glad it's you. Glad it's you.
I never thought I would get married, but my parents taught me to acknowledge what I don't know. I didn't know I could feel this way about another human, so tied to them, to the point that I can't imagine a life without them. And I have a famously good imagination, and I'm known to be quite humble. My grandmother Hilda used to say that she loved libraries because she thought I could never ever read all these books. And I thought that was insane because I wanted to know it all. But Hilda knew something that Taylor taught me. The unknown is fantastic, and the future means limitless possibilities. With you, I believe that. I believe I will discover new passions, new interests, and even rethink things. A shocking thing for me to say. But you have reshaped the way I see the world, and I believe you will continue to do so as we both walk this planet. Thank you for that, for helping me, guide me to new and exciting, for making me want to push myself, see new things, try new things, fall, and get back up. For those of you that don't know, I got diagnosed with epilepsy and a lesion on my brain when I was 23. Forever became a burden. I feared tomorrow for so long, but you've come along and made tomorrow a privilege. Because whatever tomorrow brings, I'll do it with you. When we met, I felt like a broken toy that no one would want. You made me feel whole, even as you put me back together. I was tortured by who I thought I should be. You loved me for who I am and made me believe I can become whoever I want. I was someone who was so sure of what I wanted to be. I always was terrified of the thoughts of not making rooms full of people laugh. The only question for me was if there was ever going to be a room big enough that if I made everyone in it laugh, it would be enough for me. One night we were doing one of our silly bits in our apartment alone, and I looked at you and thought, how could anyone need anything more? The thrill of a theater full of laughter wasn't as sweet as just hearing you laugh alone in our kitchen. It showed me everything would be a-okay. As long as I can hear you giggle, the events of the rest of my day matter very little. I'll be full. Some people think marriage is insane. I may have been one of them, But like Hilda in the library, I now see it's aspirational. We won't be perfect, we won't be without problems, but we'll both be aspiring to be the best we can be, and like a full library, there's nothing better, because the opportunities are limitless and the stories will go on forever. I can't wait to write this story with you, to hold you, to love you, to laugh, to cry, to buy recliners. As I'm writing this, you're sleeping next to me, and this, lying here next to you, the kindness that beams off of you even in your sleep, makes forever seem like too short a time. I vow to cherish it. You believe you can do anything. Brag about it. From dodging a bullet to landing a plane. What I have come to realize is that if someone you love needed you to, you could do anything. Because there is nothing that will stop you from helping someone you love. And I vow to bring that same energy every day. I vow to scratch your back for free, even when you offer me $5 whole. I vow not to rush getting old, even though we're going to be incredible at it. I vow to never forget standing here, knowing just how lucky I am that you chose me. I vow to never take it for granted and work for it every hour of every day. I vow to close the cabinets after opening them, or at least strive to do so. You have the most incredible laugh, and while I vow to make you smile as much as humanly possible, I vow to let you be sad or angry or disappointed, to listen, to be a shoulder, and walk with you through every motion until it's time to laugh again. I vow to remember you're human, even though you're so much more to me. I vow that even if I forget every single other thing, to always remember how lucky I am to be by your side. Thank you for giving me forever back. I'll love you till the day I die, and then some.
No kissing.
You read your file?